Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Liberty Flames and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Hokies ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Flames offense will have the first possession of the game. And now Cam Davis taking the field. He has become a key piece of this offense. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Davis. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Open space at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And the Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marshall. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Flames come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Slips through the line. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Hokies offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every week.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens out.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drop. Makes a grab and room to run. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Marshall. Maybe some room here. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Up to 45 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Flames have taken it inside the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And it's a sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one. Let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Flames.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's just or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the option. Now the toss. Picks up the first down. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. To the air, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab, it's Hairston. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They're working that left side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. To the air, it's Van Buren. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just Head out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Marshall. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Quickly out to the tight end. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Denmark. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Touchdown, Hokies! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season. We are excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Cal Golden Bears.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Denmark. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Van Buren. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hokies decide to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Stepping to the right. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. They fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and let him get a little bit of yardage.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Liberty. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time... Requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside. It's Poe. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Keith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Poe. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly complete. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Flames. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Flames answer and regain the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. Caught, and he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To throw, it's Van Buren. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Hokies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Hairston. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the score. And the timing just a hair off.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, third down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Looking to buy time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time.